Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool comic book slash film slash story discussion fun. This such topic will be about great gospel singer named Judith McAllister. And I will also be comparing power levels for Judith McAllister in terms of her skill sets, her abilities, and her promise in the musical industry, being that of one who has reached a top tier level. Okay, Judith had to have humble beginnings like many other great singers did and have. It is very few singers that didn't have any type of humble beginnings. So Judith, like many others, grew up in a religious household because her father was a Jamaican minister and her mother was a Barbadian islander singer, pianist. No, she was a pianist. So she had that type of household where she would hear her mother playing piano and she might hear her father ministering, and she certainly went to church, of course, like many other people did, and certainly children. So she heard church music at a very early age, and she, of course, was inspired directly by her mother, because Judith would go on to become a great pianist as well, who was classically trained, of course. And of course, okay, and what better time than to send her power levels to greater heights right now. It is said that she's a piano prodigy who had classical training after the fact. She was trained by her mother, the great pianist who showed classical training. And then Judith, she completed her musical training by getting some more official classical training, which made her a splendid musician as far as a stellar pianist. And with that training, she gravitated towards the gospel musical industry. After receiving that extra training, she, of course, would play piano in church like her mother. You know, once, of course, she became a great piano player. So it was a time in her life that she decided she wanted to become a singer slash minister and release live recorded albums. So she primarily released live recorded gospel albums in that particular format because it was high paced and she could sing, she could minister, she could tap into the energies of everyone in the room. So she released about 4 live albums and they dominated the gospel musical charts and the overall every type of gospel musical chart. Her genres are with at least 4 different types of gospel music, being that of black gospel, gospel, traditional gospel, and traditional contemporary gospel or something like that. Her power levels are, she is an immensely powerful piano player. She's an immensely powerful songwriter who has written dozens of songs that have done very well on the charts. She's a powerful, stellar performer who has performed at hundreds of venues, concerts, and etc. Of course, so she of course is a strong-willed leader who has ran major international and national gospel-related associations or companies. Indeed. Okay, folks, let me know how you feel about this one.